Welcome back. Good, how are you? Oh, okay. It'd be okay.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've
Yeah,
got
they
some
should
water
never
to
let you get
contend
the
with
Eagles.
ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
I didn't click the ring.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Okay, just look now, yeah.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Let's see it.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
I like how you play
This
it.
offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down and goal to go.
They go play action with Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Next to the air. Blitz coming and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Here's Nix. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The slot man in motion right. They're going. It's Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCouga. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. They moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches
I went up and got that one.
A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom past that number there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Touchdown, Broncos! From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Yep, you definitely are.
Nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect.
And then when you're watching him, you're going to leave game out 1-1.
No answer for that right there.
Lux with the extra point. 7-7, our score after 1.
Nick Benito and a second and a next year's fifth.
We resume action.
Virginia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They went out and got JT Tumialo and Jack Sawyer. Also, so that's 3 players that on to pay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts.
I got it. That's a user set.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first
Hell
down sack.
no. Got lucky.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more
I got lucky
difficult.
even
It's
through that.
second down and 22 yards to go. On play action, they'll throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
That was
29 yards, first down.
He's beating us alive.
Eagles, first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. Fights loose. And he goes down, but not before giving this inside the 25. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
After it's
Quez Watkins, his first
too.
touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Jalen Phillips,
first year is going to be the Goblin show. I'm not just
defensive
signing
end, getting off the ball
I
quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Fans do love the long ball.
I'm not talking about him to get it.
Once, try to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now, I've seen number 4, butt naked ass open.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Nix to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Need the second opportunity to grab that.
And they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
In motion right goes Sutton. Now it's Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency.
Yeah, one time they can't see me, I hit it.
That one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both
Plays
know that
never
every
over.
offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now back to throw.
That's mine.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside?
Excellent.
Let's find out. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now 3rd down and very long. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Take it at the 37. Pushing his way through. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first
I give my
down.
defense some credit, bro. That's part of my team.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Or this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Pass taken in.
There's
Tight end. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete.
PS2.
Now a
Not
timeout taken.
PS2.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Quarterbacks work all the time on
Do you like
manipulating the defense with their
PS2?
eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, you threw it any earlier, it was going the other way.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
I couldn't get over there and pick it fast enough.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going. And there should be some gaps to run through.
You want that one-on-one?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A very good return there, give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over the middle here to Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there. And
I'm missing a chicken that is fucking defensive tackle.
Design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He dumps it off to Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the dugout.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I didn't want you to be in bed.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Go to bed.
Big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When
Right
a play
now.
breaks down like this, You're taught to plaster to a receiver.
Do you know what that dog does?
One and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. To start a big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now that was passing defense.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Off the play fake, Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. Broncos first down.
Back to the air with Nix. And his throw here is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's Nix.
You guys gotta give time to that.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
I was throwing to the running back right outside of the fucking thing. What are you talking about? And I'm out of the tackle box. I'm always out of the tackle box.
And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down
come on, guys.
like you're a sprinter. Get low over those guys.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 53 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on.
But what? He's so overrated.
Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off.
It's not like you're using your Titan seam.
Elliott good with guaranteed.
This is how it's supposed to go.
3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
No. Ain't no way he was breaking all those fucking tackles. And he's not that shifty in real life. I hate to tell you. His change of direction is ass.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
bro, there's no way.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out
My
of this
God, there's
situation,
no
but
way.
they also understand
There's no way anyone in that fucking defense is taking him one-on-one.
In addition, they need to save
There's
as
no
much
way.
time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion goes the tight end.
How is that not offsides?
Working out of the gun is Nix. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Across midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because
It refused to snap the ball.
Offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether
I didn't let you do
keep
anything.
playing
EA
him,
let you
work
get back
through
on
it,
sides.
or you start
It
thinking
wouldn't
about
let me
going
snap
to
the
his
ball.
backup.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's PS2. In case you want to sit there and say it's not possible, but it is PS2. He made the tackle.
Nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter.
It's the best player on my
That
team.
means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game.
You have like
as well.
80 of them.
They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Dude.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because
Fucking defense is not even
teams get
not
too
reactive.
concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met in his
Finally.
tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
How is that not a fumble? I don't care if it's Saquon Barkley. There's no way. If he's airborne like that, there's no way. And I hit him right in his hand.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another
He's holding the ball.
Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this.
EA
You're
needs,
watching the NFL
EA needs
on
to
EA
fix his
Sports.
sticks. EA.
Now a
What the
1st
fuck is
and 10
that?
at the 11.
63.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few
Yeah, I've heard
mistakes he's
stick 'em.
made in this
I actually thought it was an
ballgame.
actual
The wrong
ability.
choice on that one goes incomplete.
I know what Sickum is.
Hurts.
It's highly illegal, by the way.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. And he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He is, but I mean,
and they'll get him down inside the 30.
you want to double cover. I don't blame him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
On play action, here's Nix. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down to
The route that you pushed him off of it.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed.
So he just came back and did a return route. Threw him the ball.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall.
Love how you have 3 people on.
Continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Nix looking to throw again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He'll try to do it himself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Riley Moss.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Nix. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like he's got fucking
for him. I don't know what he thinks going on
over
out
85
there,
fucking catching. There's no way he's dropping
My
this.
suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident
I hate
thrower
fucking
right now.
down games.
He's off balance.
They're not even
He's off balance,
realistic on the
and
fucking
defense is
game.
taking advantage.
How is Bo not able just to flick that?
So trailing here in the last
I don't know
quarter. Let's see
how in
this
the
plays
hell
out.
Bo cannot just flick that up to him.
There
It's a shuffle pass. It's all it needs to be.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
28-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. Inside the 20. Touchdown.
Like they didn't get the fucking hold downfield. This game just annoys me. My guy had his fucking hands in the fucking air and they ain't calling shit. This game is broke. Yeah. My guy threw his fucking hands up in the air and he fucking hit him in the fucking back.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
You can't even get the fundamentals right in a fucking football video game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
No.
It's a foot race.
Ain't fucking no way.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Broncos 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
My biggest thing, wide receivers and small-ass running backs that are under 250 should not be able to get tagged.
And they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be like that.
Well, it may seem a little
unorthodox to some people. Got the lead.
It should be used for like big ass tight ends and power backs. Like it should not even be in the fucking abilities list for a small person.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It like blows my mind. Oh my fucking god, Riley!
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Sure, they'll call that. Fuck, garbage ass game. NFL needs to have not the right so you can have fucking 2K go to bat with them every fucking year.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside.
No fucking way, bro.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away.
I should have. That's the thing, it was in my hands.
Reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, I get it's the fucking Eagles and shit, but come on.
Will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Yeah, and they shouldn't. They make a garbage ass fucking game every year. The last 5 games have been absolute shit. No, they have not improved.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had
They need
no shortage of
this
offense.
entire fucking
Points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace
like
with
the real hitting and shit. Like they just need to fucking throw that engine the whole way out because it's broke. It never fucking works.
So there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
They hit everything fucking engine's fucking joke.
Against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And someone who actually, actually hits somebody all the time. I'm getting perfect fucking hit sticks and people are just brushing them the fuck off.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
What do you mean?
But don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure
You're
you
the
get up there
Eagles.
and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they
Right.
can just run it right down your throat.
You got enough talent to be over there to be able to take a little bit of a taunt.
They'll play action with Nix. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up
Bro,
by
Nick
Andrew
sucks.
McCurda. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles,
My
in a
tight
game
end.
like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in
You mean
the
the
fourth
line side block?
Set it down, clock continues to
That-
move.
that- that they
No
didn't-
better way to
that it
close
didn't
out a
call?
game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
Might want to go
Let's
back
close
and
this
rewatch
one
that
out.
play.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
GG.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.